Alright, hey guys, we're back with you with another video. I've already got it started. I was trying to film it the other day and the camera kept blowing over, so before I broke every piece of equipment I had by it blowing off the roof. But I've already removed the rooftop air conditioner, got it down on the ground. So we'll make our way through to the ladder up there and I'll show you what we got. Alright, so I got some trash piled up on it there, but there's our old rooftop AC. Took some damage coming off the roof. Like I said, it was leaking before, so it's going to be heading to the scrap yard. So we're going to head up the ladder here. And the roof is still dirty. Sorry about the sun, it might get a little wicked up here. But there's the fan part of it. I've already got all my self-leveling silicone and stuff. Like I said, it was windy for the phone to stay set up over here on the roof, but it's up there. But like I said, it's got about 16 screws that go all the way around. And of course under that, I've got, under the flange there, I've got butyl tape as well, covering up all my screw holes. And it screws right into the studs where the old air conditioner mounted. You can see my roof's kind of nasty. I've got to probably get out this summer and get it a good pressure washing, or just scrub it off with a scrub brush. But yeah, so that went pretty easy. Roof's pretty solid for the most part. Might have one little soft spot back there in that back corner. But we're going to make sure we get it sealed up real good. But we'll head back down. I got to do the wiring on it still. I'm hoping one of these right here, one set of these, I got to get my voltmeter and test it. But I'm hoping a set of these wires right here are my 12 volt wires. And that's all it requires is 12 volt. You don't want to hook this into 120 volt. Bad things can happen. Then the other thing I have to do is we've got to put this grommet on here. But if you'll notice, let me move these wires out of the way just for a second. If you'll notice when we put this grommet up here, alright, so if you notice we've got that grommet up there, it's got a pretty good gap in it. And that's the way we're going to mark it. We're going to see what we need to cut off. And it's looking about 1.25 inches. You can go all the way around. 1.25 inches. Yeah, about 1.25 inches needs to come off of it. So we can pull this back out. And then we'll take it, I'll take it down here to my garage and we'll mark it. And then I'm just going to use my jigsaw, because this is just, you know, thin plastic. We don't want to do nothing extreme, but I'll mark it at 1.25 inches, and then I'll probably get some masking tape and just tape my line. That way I've got a pretty straight line. And then we'll come back and get the wiring done and get it installed. Alright, so I got my lines marked, and I just used my level as a straight edge. Made me a couple marks on each side and went all the way around it. I got my saw ready. We're going to try to cut this. I assume it'll cut. It's kind of flimsy. the saw blade gets so hot, it actually melts the plastic, and it melts it as you're sawing. It fuses it back together. But you do want to kind of be careful with it, because it all is plastic and it will break. There we go. So now I get my pocket knife and we'll go back in here and I'll clean these edges up, sort of scrape off the edges, and then we'll get this installed. Alright, so now we're going to start the wiring part of this. As you can see here, let me zoom you in some more. So we've got a black wire and a white wire. Then you got a red wire and a white wire. Okay, on my particular system, I know 12 volt is usually referred to as red's hot, black is not. So red is usually the positive wire on a 12 volt system, and the black is usually the ground wire. Well, on this camper anyway, the black wire turns out to be the positive. The white wire turns out to be the negative. So they're kind of doing it like you would a house wiring situation. You know, on a house, you got your black, which is your hot, and your white is your neutral, and then your copper, which is your ground. So they're kind of mimicking house wiring. But I've already had my tester out, and we've tested the wires. So now I'm just gonna splice into this wire. It actually goes over. I've got a cigarette lighter plug over here on the ceiling where my cable and antenna plug in at. I've removed the fuse, so we'll go ahead and cut these wires and get it tied in. Also, you need to be careful on how you orient your wires, because you remember we've got to put this vent cover back up in place. Sorry about all the dogs barking too, if you can hear them. Neighbors. And what I'm using to connect these with are just 2 yellow butt connectors. I'm going to come back in and do some stuff later on. So at that point, I'll come back in and put my heat shrink tube in, and I might even brush a little liquid tape on there. I kind of like the liquid tape stuff. But we've got to come back in and do a few more things later on anyway. That'll be in probably an upcoming video. So we've got our black one wired up. We're getting ready to do the white one now. Alright, so there's our wires hooked up. Try to tuck them back out of the way. We're going to test it out right fast. Not got none of the screens or nothing on it. It comes with 2 screens, one for the top and one for the bottom. But just a quick test. We ain't gonna be pulling that much dirt in. It ain't like we ain't got dirt all over this place anyway. Now I'll open the door. So as I said, we don't have our cover in place yet, but there's low, medium, and high. And I'm standing here with the door open. It's pulling quite a bit of air in. And then you've got your option of it can pull in air. It'll pull air in from the outside, from the top of the camper. Not a bad little setup. So a little test there. It comes with a pack of screws. It's got 4 little white screws to screw it into the corners here. And then there's 16 screws that go on the outside like I showed you. And I'll get you a picture of the stuff that we use for sealing the roof and stuff. But yeah, I'll put this cover in now. It's actually, the kit's got extra fuses with it as well. The fan's got a fuse in it right here. It comes with 2 extra fuses. So I'm gonna lay these off to the side where I won't forget about them, and then we'll put them up with our like our extra bulbs and extra other fuses and stuff like that that we carry with us. But now I'm going to put this cover in. Alright, there we go. And all this you see right here, that's just dirt from where we had that old air conditioner vent put up there. We'll clean all that off. We'll clean all that off here in a little bit. I'll try to get you a good picture of that. So as you can see, that's not too bad of an install. Like I said, I didn't show the upper part, but it took me like maybe 10 minutes to get the old air conditioner unbolted. It was just bolted in by, after you get your cover off, there's 2 screws that undo the top cover. On my particular unit, there was 2 screws that undone this top cover, and then I had to unhook all the electrical wiring and stuff. And my extra air conditioner wire is still up here. That's why I'm not finished up in here. I'll probably put me another plug in up here on the wall or on the ceiling. I'll utilize that plug. I just got all that capped off. But so it wasn't too bad of an install. you know, remove your old air conditioner. There's 4 bolts. Throw it off the top, roll it off the top, crane it off the top, however you want to get it off. Try not to mess up your roof in the process. And then just line this up. It's designed for 14 by 14 though. There are different size ones out there. As I said, you know, this is designed for a pre-existing install. But it's working out pretty good. I mean, I can't attest to the longevity of it. I'll leave a link for it in my description. And if we got any problems with it, I will tell you all about it, you know. But I guess that'll be it for this video. Just remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you camping.